it's really important to love what you're doing. I spent like, I think 60% of my time at the gym training and, working hard for that goal. So we would train, I think it was from about 5:30 until 7 before school. Then we would go to school and then we trained in the
Wait,
afternoon after.
okay.
So I think in about grade 6, my coach recommended that we start homeschooling just so that I can actually give myself enough time to. I'll actually argue that in some aspects it's a lot more difficult than just going to a regular school because you are in charge of your own education at that
Okay.
point.
Yeah.
And it was something very difficult for me to grasp at first because I was very used to like teachers reminding me to do this and hand in this work at this time and giving you homework to cover this much of the topic that we're learning about. But when you homeschool, you're the one that has to sort of dedicate to yourself, okay, I'm going to do this work this week and this work next week to make sure that I'm on time for this assignment and that I'm ready for this test and etc. and so forth. So it was a big shift in
Okay.
that aspect that I really had to work on my time management and be a lot more disciplined in my schooling.
Wow.
Well, I believe it has a lot to do with your own just work ethic and discipline and perseverance. And I think that's definitely something that I learned as a gymnast. I think for me, the biggest thing that this journey, my whole life's journey, has taught me is that it's really important to love what you're doing. Because a big part of why I decided to leave gymnastics and go to dancing is because at gymnastics, I felt drained. Like I didn't feel at the time, towards the end of my career, it didn't feel like something that was feeding me. I didn't feel good when I was there.
Okay.
But when I was at the studio, I just felt joy and happiness and so much passion. And that's where your drive comes from and why you're doing this, especially because dance is so expressive and it's so emotional and it's so intimate with like your own sort of where you are as a person emotionally, mentally, spiritually, everything. So that kind of anchor is so important to go back to because you're reminding yourself, I'm doing this because I love the movement. I want to express myself because I've got a passion for this. I've got a story that I want to tell. And that is what's going to motivate you and push you.